I want to continue talking to you about stock. Those of you who don't deal in stock might find this particular conversation not of relevance to you, but I think we should all be aware of gross profit percentages, and that in turn leads to controlling stock better, because a lot of clients, they just don't control stock. And another problem that comes up time and time again in my workshops, by the way, if you want to come to one of my workshops where we teach you how to make lots of money, just click on one of the links below for details, or another little bit of a pitch here. You can always send me an email if you've got a particular problem. My email's below. So, no charges for emails, but I'll help where I can. Stock is a major problem for most businesses. And I think a lot of businesses, because they're so used to stock, they don't see its value, they don't see where the business lies. Holding stock isn't just about holding it, selling it. Sometimes you've got to merchandise it. Sometimes you've got to say, what's the value in that, and who's the best person to sell it to? I remember you can lose money in stock like that. Years ago, I used to be a retailer, I used to be a wholesaler, and I remember I bought this job lot of condoms. When Marty was at school, I bought this job lot of condoms, and I couldn't sell them. I don't normally deal in condoms and things, but it was a really good deal. It was like 100 quid for 10,000 of them. I thought, okay, they weren't out of date, there was nothing wrong with them. The problem was that they were given away free at the local health centres. And as my main shop at the time was sort of a few doors down from a health centre, it wasn't a good buy. Shows you know what you're dealing in before you go and buy it. But my son had a great time with it, because he used to take them from the shop, and I thought we were selling them, but we weren't. He was selling them, and he was selling them all over the school for the reason why condoms should be sold. Fill them with water and throw them at people. But the point is, know what you're buying. Your money is in the stock. A lot of businesses, they seem to be taking money, they seem to be making money, but they never have any cash flow, and because the money is all tied up in stock. So do be aware of what you're actually buying, and do be aware that, another story I had many, many years ago when I had a cash and carry, I'm going back, God, is it nearly 40 years ago, and I bought some paint. I bought some artist paint, and it was like 6 colours in a pack. And in those days, I was supplying what became the pound shops. In those days, it was the 50p shops, and now it's just general discount shops. And I bought this paint, this artist paint, and to me, they cost me about 25p. So I sold them for 33p, so it would make a good 50p retail line. So I thought, great. But then I found out a while later that these paints were actually retailing at around 10 to 15 pounds. So I never did my research on the product then. I merely went and bought them, fit them into a price point, and instead of exploring, maybe getting my phone to local paint shops, finding out what they're worth. We didn't have the internet in those days, but now you can go straight online and see what something's valued at. So we got 33p maximum, whereas I could have probably got £3-4 for them. So know what you're selling, understand your stock, and remember, stock on the floor isn't earning you any money. And if something isn't selling, if it is dead stock, then get rid of it as quick as possible and turn that money around. Again, we'll cover all these things on an individual basis with you in all our courses. And if you do want to know anything, if you have got a question to ask, don't worry how silly it is. If it is a silly question, I won't tell you it's a stupid question. I won't make you feel like that. We might have a laugh about it around the office, but feel free to contact me about anything. Thank you.